Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 17 on my Rugby League Live 3 West Tigers Career Mode, Coach Mode, Manager Mode. I haven't done that for a little bit, but obviously you can see in the bottom left hand corner, you see Chris Lawrence, obviously suspended last episode for that high tackle. He's going to be out for the next few games, so going into this game against the Titans without Chris Lawrence, as well as the Roosters game, which is following that. But the Titans, they're not a good side this game, so we should be able to beat them. But if you look at the lineup news, we moved Kevin Aguama into the centres with Kitty Glyman coming onto the wing. So I thought that was the logical move. We don't really have another backup superstar, not superstar, but I mean, we've got people who can sort of move into the centres and that sort of stuff. But I thought Kevin Aguama, he's proven himself. I think he's actually a centre by trade on this game, and I just play him on the wing. So no reason why we can't just move into the centres. Maybe it might even be better, who knows. But start off the game pretty strong there. We went a penalty straight up, I think it was. Maybe it wasn't. But anyways, regardless, we're going to end up scoring a try here. Kevin Aguama moving into the centres. Kevin Gordon couldn't keep up with him, and Kevin Aguama will open the scoring. Just really nice play there, and that was Kevin Aguama backing up, which is really nice in this game. They do it a lot of the times when you're on the attack. Although the computer doesn't generally use it, obviously if you're a human controlled person, you are going to use the backup person. So now Ryan James here goes straight through the middle, and Tedesco makes a pretty crucial tackle around the legs there. Something Tedesco hasn't been doing too often, but we do win another penalty just here, and there's a final sin bin warning. But mostly that gives us great field position here. You see Aaron Woods nearly went through and scored there, but nothing else happened until the fifth tackle. We're going to launch up a bomb here. Tim Simona will get under it, and he'll get it to Kitty Glyman, who for some reason passes it straight over the sideline. He had an open run to the line. All he had to do was put the ball down. Instead, he throws the pass, and that's just I don't have pass queuing on or anything, so it's not even that. I'm not really sure what's to go there, because I'm pretty certain I didn't tap it after, so I don't know what's going on there. We did end up with the ball somehow. I thought for sure Keith Galloway knocked it on, but they didn't rule that. And you can see right there, Titans ended up holding on. We went pretty close to getting the ball, but we couldn't actually do it. Now Tim Simona, he got the ball and he had the line ahead of him, but he was brought down from behind. So good work there by the Titans defense. And I've got to say, we haven't been in great form, but I think we've shown enough here that we're sort of in, okay, decent form. Enough to beat a team like the Titans, who are absolutely awful on this game and in real life. No offense, Titans fans. Maybe a little bit of offense there, but signing like Kieran Foran, I mean, you add him to a pile of shit team and nothing's going to change there. So, still 6-0 win for us, and sorry, not a win, but winning at halftime, I should say. And the Titans, they're in like 14th or 15th spot in here, so that's now you understand why I'm talking shit about them in terms of saying they're a bad side. But Kieran Foran here actually runs down not Manai Charrington, runs down Kitty Glyman. I couldn't believe that, but Charrington's actually going to go over and he's going to score himself there. That's just too easy, and that's just really, really poor defense from Titans, and that is defense that you expect from a side that's down the bottom of the ladder. It's just as plain and simple as that. Might seem like I'm taking lots of shots at the Titans, but that's just the facts for this season here, and if we lose to them, we don't deserve to get that minor premiership. Now we do give away a penalty here, which is very, very poor from us, but we are going to survive. As you can see, they put in a little grubber, and I think it was one of the forwards grabbed a hold of it and just takes a tackle. Now exploiting the edges just here, just drawing and passing, and there's the intercept. There is an intercept. That's one of the best intercepts I've ever seen. Kieran Foran ended up with the ball. It wasn't Kieran Foran actually, he was in there at dummy half, but whoever it was ended up with the ball, but he was brought down. Now right here, they are going to score. They are going to open their score trying account or whatever with Ryan James, I think it was. And then Kieran Foran, I don't really know that he kicks goals, but he does in this game, so he kicked the goal. Now right here, they could have really put a lot of pressure on us had whoever had the ball just there went through and broke another tackle there against Tedesco, who a lot of teams actually have, or a lot of players have broke his tackle. So wouldn't be surprised had they done that. But Tedesco needs to come up with a big play right here, and he does. 66th minute, that is a big tackle, and we're just holding on for dear life at this stage. I mean, it just shows we're playing okay for parts of the game, but we're not putting 80-minute performances in, and it might make us pay pretty soon. But you can see here, just taking a hit up on the fourth tackle, I think it was, just getting ourselves prepared for a field goal, just going to take the obvious move and just secure the game. But instead we get a penalty, we take the shot in front, which is just even better compared to the field goal. It's a guarantee. The field goal, it's still a 50-50, you might not get it. Now right here, just trying to wrap up the game there, the ball hit the deck. Titans were actually sort of just throwing everything around, and there was a knock on from us. Obviously we dived on the ball and actually knocked it forward, which I'd never seen before, which is kind of a cool animation because every time I've just come up with a tackle. But right here, that is absolutely so annoying. James Tedesco with a high tackle with like less than 2 minutes to go does save the game. Well, he didn't save the game because had they scored there wasn't going to be enough time anyways, but he just does save a try and he wins man of the match as well. But see right here, he's being charged with a 3-match penalty. I could not believe it. I was furious. We did, however, sort of challenge it, and he ended up getting downgraded to a 2-match. I think it was a 3-match originally. Anyways, he ended up with the 2-match ban, so he's going to be missing the first week of the finals, which throwing our team into a little bit of disarray for this next game. Come the finals, if there's no more suspensions than that, Kevin Aguilma will move to fullback, Kitty Lyman on the wing, but right here, Kevin Aguilma was already moved to the centres. Now he'll move to fullback, and you'll see the proper team lineup here. So Kitty Glyman's still on the wing here. We have Sao Mamau, who we signed from the Rabbitohs. He's actually a second rower, but a second rower who can play centre. And the reason for me picking him is just the fact that I think Roosters, they're fighting for a spot in the 8. They're right on the brink of the 8. They need to win this game to maybe get in the 8, or at least for and against, that sort of stuff. And I thought, up against some of their centres, they got pretty good centres, Roosters. I'd rather just have a defensive sort of centre, and hopefully, the Guama and Kitty Glyman, Nofaluma, they can come up with the goods, and we can just defend with the centres there. But so far so good. 10 minutes in, we've had a few attacking chances. Roosters had a few attacking chances, but you're going to throw a few inside balls there, and Jake Friend ends up with the ball there. That's a big tackle there by Kevin Aguilma, and showing that he's no slouch in defence there. He's just as good as James Tedesco. But the last time we played the Guama at fullback, he actually struggled on the high ball a little bit, which was a bit interesting because he's usually very good. And right here, that's not the best pass. That's not the pass you want to throw as a fullback there. But he's had a pretty solid opening to the game. Apart from that, thankfully we did end up running Stapleton down there. But that's not good. That's not what we want to do just there. But we have sort of hit back. We've sort of survived a little bit of an onslaught by the Roosters. Not an onslaught, but we sort of just calmed down a little bit. We're sort of just going for it too much. You see right here, Roosters put an awesome kick in, and that's a 40-20. But you see, no points have actually been scored. It's been 30 minutes. Usually we've scored a few tries by this point, and that's a big tackle there by Tim Smyrna, coming across late on Michael Jennings, I think it was. The Tuivasa-Sheck jumps in at dummy half. Then number 7, Mitchell Pearce, I think it is. He reaches out and he scores. He pushes his way over, and that's what happens when you got a player in the high 90s or mid 90s. I would assume he was a low 90s to start off the season, or start off the game. He's just default 91, I think it is. So you'd think by the time this is the end of the second season, he'd be near and about some mid 90 rated player, I would think, after 2 seasons. Right here, another high tackle. That's 3 high tackles in 3 games, and Aaron Woods will most likely be suspended for the first game of the finals, and that is so annoying, and that's the first final at least. So that's really, really annoying. And what's more annoying is that we're 6-0 down against the Roosters, and we do have the minor premiership almost sort of in our grasp already. The reason being, our for and against is so good, but Roger Tuivasa-Sheck here is going to run away, and he's going to score a 100-metre try. I'm not sure that there wasn't a knock-on somewhere in there, maybe a knock-on, but nothing was given, so we can't do anything about it. Tuivasa-Sheck runs the length of the field there, and extends the lead for the Roosters to 12 as Maloney kicks the goal. But what I was trying to say is the minor premiership, our for and against is just really, really, really good, and the Dragons, theirs is probably pretty good, but nowhere near ours. We've already got the 2-point lead, so you'd think that we're probably going to end up winning it regardless of this result, as we beat the Titans already and secured that that extra point or whatever, 2 points. See there, the centre that we brought in for defence, and our defence hasn't been too good, but he actually scored to try, just powers his way over. That's actually probably our second rower sort of try more than a centre, but that was good work. I'm glad to have him just there. And Alex Glenn gets it to Nofaluma. He'll take on Tuivasa-Sheck. He takes him straight around him. Takiyaho is the only one who was near him. See Tuivasa-Sheck coming in late, but nowhere near him. As we do actually slow down with Nofaluma, just getting a little bit of rest there. And why sprint the whole time when you don't need to? Now we are going to even the game up here. Kick from right in front. A little bit over, a little bit less than half an hour to go in the game. So we've got plenty of time to create some chances. Also plenty of time for the Roosters to hit back as well. But we've got the momentum with us. Stapleton caught out of position there. And it is the number 3 chasing. And I think it is Jennings. But he's not going to be able to... it's not Jennings actually, I don't think. But Nofaluma is not going to be caught. He has been caught a fair few times. Cupid Crump caught him a few times. And I can't remember who caught him last game. But I'm pretty sure someone caught him last game as well. So it was good to actually see Nofaluma go the whole distance. Not get brought down. But we've got the lead. We've had another comeback of ours, and hopefully we can just go on with it from here. If we can get another try, I'd be pretty confident that we're going to go ahead and do that. Nofaluma is tackled. He stepped inside and beat a few there. Yeah, couldn't do what Kevin Aguama did before. But Nathan Stapleton, holy shit, just breaks the tackle there by Kevin Aguama, and he scores a try there. And that is great work there by Nathan Stapleton. But, like, come on, Nathan Stapleton. Why is he rated so high? He's 85 by default. And I'd say at this stage he's probably an 87 or 88 because the wingers are always so good and grow so much in this game. I'd say you're probably better off, I reckon you could win games just having a team full of wingers. See, right there, that's very poor stuff there by the Roosters. They just forced an offload which went forward as well as being knocked on. And Kevin Aguama takes it around the defenders from the Roosters and tries to go for the corner, but he is brought down by, I think it was Jennings on that right centre position for them. And there's another intercept just here. And they'll race away the length of the field, you'd think. But we are chasing. I think it is Mitchell Pearce on the ball there. Nofaluma. Can he get it? Yes, he can around the legs there. Stapleton will jump in at dummy half and he runs it himself. But that's a big tackle there by Sao Mamea. That's what he had him there for, to come up with those big tackles. But we do give away a penalty with Sao Mamea. And that should be 2 points kicked by James Aloni. The computer doesn't miss it very often. They slot straight over. So they've got the lead again. Less than 10 minutes to go. And that was poor work from us. We just need to get our shit together. Hopefully we can come up with a victory. But Kevin Aguama, tackle around the legs there. Just what we needed to do. Now Sao Mamea is actually back there for some reason. And the reason being, someone was involved in the tackle for Aguama probably was involved in the tackle. I'm not sure where Nofaluma was, but he was nowhere to be seen. And obviously a centre up against a winger. Nathan Stapleton, one of the best wingers on this game. You'd think he's going to win that every single time against a second rower in the centres. Right here, we went for the short kick-off, went for a desperation play. Didn't work out, and that's going to give Roosters more field position. But we actually grabbed the ball here. Keith Galloway is brought down 15 metres out for the line. If we can score here, this will make things interesting. I don't know if we will, but Cameron King goes to the line. Should have went himself, throw a dummy, do something else, son. Instead he throws it. They end up heading backwards, which just kills it off for us. Now, Stapleton knocks the ball down, but there is no knock on. And you see there, Cameron King just stops. Like, what's the point of chasing? They're just going to race away and head under the post. And one thing that I've noticed is they will only head for the post if you aren't chasing at all. So if you want a bit more realistic, if someone's got a complete runaway, don't bother chasing. Let them take it around into the middle. But if you're someone who is like really determined to not let the computer win at all costs, keep chasing, because they'll just continue the route that they're already on. They won't change directions or anything. But a 32-18 win, and that is another loss from us. I'm not sure what like our results from like the last 5 games are or whatever, but it feels like we've won 1 from the last 4 or 5. So that's very, very disappointing. And to add to the disappointment, it's Aaron Woods being suspended for 2 games. So that's 2 crucial games. Depending on how many games we're in the finals, he could miss all of our final series or could be back for the grand final, who knows. But what is interesting is we won the minor premiership, and you see they are for and against us very, very, very good, way superior compared to the others. And the Parramatta Eels get the wooden spoon, something they're quite used to having, and the Knights and the Titans down the bottom there. But the top 8, a little bit more realistic than last season. But obviously West Tigers at the top, not exactly the most realistic. You see Kevin Aguama scoring the most tries with 23, Nofaluma on 20, and Dally M medal winner was David Nofaluma, followed by James Tedesco. Kevin Aguama was in 5th as well. So you see it's all wingers, and people's choice was Aaron Gray, which is a bit funny, but you can see we picked up a bunch of awards. Brooks and Siren in the halves. Obviously we got the winger and fullback as well. And here is the top 8 all taking on each other. This is the tree for the finals. Now, you see, we're taking on the Panthers first up. Should we lose, we get a second chance, which is what I was trying to say before, which is really, really nice for us and well-deserved, I think. We've had a long season, and we might need that second chance with all the suspensions we had. No Woods and no Tedesco for the first game of the finals, at least. And also, Chris Lawrence will return for the next game, which is a big inclusion, but still nonetheless, we're a weak inside. Anyways, that's where the video is going to end. Hope you did enjoy it. If you can leave a like, it would be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, also very much appreciated. Follow me on Twitter at MrLukeNYT. Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.